to my Friends Are Everywhere podcast, where me and my co-host have a frank and light-hearted discussion with some of the people who've become our friends during our travels over the years. Hopefully this will provide an honest and sometimes enlightening insight into our lives as well as theirs, as we all just try to negotiate new and interesting cultures. And even if these insights aren't always forthcoming, we might be able to provide a humorous perspective to lives outside of our home countries. Stay with us and let's see.
Stir Birmingham with a laid back tone. The aim is to succeed and achieve at 21. Just
991, innit?
You
got the jazz?
I think 991, something like that. We're old, but it's okay.
No. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, man.
You're drinking wine. I'm drinking water. I'm gonna live long.
Wait. I'm drinking out of a wine glass. I wouldn't say it was wine.
Cubita. What's that Cubita? What's that? What is it? Some jank? What is Cubita? Where did you buy that from, man? What's going on?
Cubita.
What's Cubita? I don't even know what it is. It's like some jank Chinese ripoff of what is it? Cuban rum. That ain't real, man.
Yeah.
That ain't real. That's like sugar and water. And you think you're getting drunk. Okay, great. All right, so we're starting the podcast. Thanks for everyone who's joining us. That means just us.
Just the two of us.
So it won't be as random as this, but it started off as random as this. But
firstly, it has to start off. That's the way. Yeah.
Hey, that's who we are. We can't do any more than that. So yeah, firstly, it's about basically me speaking to friends around the world. My co-presenter is Raymond Tony. And let's hear a bit about yourself, Ray. Why are you here? What's going on?
Okay, so as Ken has introduced me, my name's Ray Tony. I'm originally from London, born of Caribbean parentage. I've come over to China originally as a language teacher. However, I'm now working in an international school because I've got my QTS qualifications from England and my PGCE. I think, 5 years experience so far now, and I'm just trying to build on it while I'm over here. So I'm living in a city by the name of Guangzhou.
Hi everyone, sorry to interrupt. Guangzhou sits in the south of China. It's part of the Guangdong region and it's got about 14 million people that live there. And if you know China, that's not even that much. Now back to the podcast. Enjoy. He said it right. He said the word right. That's true. Well done, Raymond. You've got the job. So, my name's Kenneth Simmons. I've been traveling for a while. China's not the first country I've found myself in. I was in Brazil. Then I moved to Venezuela. Then I lived in Hong Kong for a little while. And now I'm in China. And I'm in a city called Suzhou, which is not far from Shanghai, because Shanghai is the only place anyone knows. So let's be honest.
He's just trying to show off, guys.
I am trying to show off. But
listen, you don't need to know any of that stuff about it's near whatever. Just tell them your city.
Yeah, well,
he didn't need to tell you that. Guys, there was no need. Listen, there was no need for him to say it's near anything, right? All you needed to know.
But it is, though, isn't it?
Go into any semantics about my city. I just said it's Guangzhou.
Well, because that's all it is. It ain't got nothing else to it. So yeah, so it's Guangzhou. Ray's in Guangzhou. I'm in Suzhou. Everybody, I know when my mum calls me generally, she's like, "Oh, you seen Ray recently?" I'm like, "Mum, Ray's in basically Switzerland." Sorry to interrupt everyone. I'm back. In fact, Suzhou is further from Guangzhou than the UK is from Switzerland. It's about 882 miles to Guangzhou from where I am, and from the UK to Switzerland it's about 632 miles. So it's a long way. Now back again. That's how far Ray is from me. So no, I haven't seen Ray recently. So let's just get that right. So I'm seeing Ray right now. Hey, thanks, Ray. Thanks. You enjoy your Cubita. Cubita.
And a bit of Chinese Sprite as well.
Jesus Christ, Chinese Sprite Cubita. He's living the life, baby. Living the life. So yeah.
I'm going out after this.
Yeah, no, I know. First things first. What's going on, Ray? Coronavirus has changed the world. Changed it.
Yeah, it's completely changed the world. You know what? I'm going to take my glasses off, so I'm going to struggle a little bit when I'm looking at you guys, but that's just the way it is. So yeah, what can I say? COVID-19 has changed the world completely. Quick rundown of how it happened for me. So I was in the last few weeks of school, just before I think it was the Christmas holiday. On the metro, no problem at all. You know, I saw one or two masks. You know, you used to see one or two masks, not a problem at all. Then what? Yeah, and then a few weeks later, after the Christmas holiday finished or whatever, still seeing one or two masks, but I'm still not clocking what's going on. Then there was one day when I was on my way back home from school, and this is just before Chinese New Year.
Oh, I guess we know what that sound means again. I'm back. Chinese New Year over here is one of the biggest celebrations on the planet. Basically, people have 2 weeks off from their work and then they travel all across China. It's a massive migration period. This year, it was obviously extended. That's all for me. I won't be back again. I promise, maybe, possibly.
In fact, it was just before I went to Hong Kong. And then what happened is, I got on the tube one day, on the metro one day, a couple of miles. Next day, I get on, everyone has got this mask on. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is just going on here? Like, that was the first time things just got flagged up for me. I was like, what the Anyway, switch forward to like going towards Hong Kong. And I heard, there's this virus going on. So, by the way, I don't speak any Chinese, so like, I weren't about to hear nothing. And I wasn't about to hear nothing. I speak zero Chinese, boy. I could say ni hao, I could say xie xie,
well done.
and a few other light words. Yeah. Anyway, so I landed in Hong Kong, and it's only there that when I landed that I picked up a couple of masks and stuff like that. But yeah, Chinese New Year, everything. When I got back, it was like Walking Dead. Everything was closed.
I didn't even know, Ray. I didn't even know. You called. So basically, that's the most amazing thing about it. We were both oblivious to what was going on. We didn't even know. We were just like we're just walking. Hey, whatever. We're going to Hong Kong. That's literally it. It was like, yeah, man, we're gonna go to Hong Kong.
And you speak some Chinese as well.
Yeah, I speak some Chinese.
And you speak a bit of Chinese as well.
A little. Let's not say that I'm speaking in any amazing Chinese here. But yeah, just a little. And literally, all I know is that in my office, some of the people I work with, they came in with masks and they were like, oh yeah, there's this infection going around. I'm like, man, I'm from London, baby. From London, we're impregnable. What are you talking about? Just wear your mask.
From the L. It's right up the L.
Yeah, I was from the L. I was from London, baby. Londoners don't get, get any virus, man. You just wear your mask. We're Londoners. You know what I mean? And that was me. I didn't even pay any attention to it, pay no mind to it. Then I got my stuff, went to Shanghai, and that was it. And then I was like, cool. Then I started walking on the streets of Shanghai, and I was like, what's going on? I was like, what's happening? Why has everybody got masks on? Everyone had a mask on. Everyone. And you know, I'm already strange in China anyway. I'm already weird. As a brother walking around half the time, you know, I'm stopping traffic generally, getting people killed in the street. but then I was like, what's going on, man? This is odd. And that's when it started. I started playing it back. I started playing back the things that the people in my office were telling me. And then suddenly I was there. I was like, this is a thing, isn't it? This is a thing. And then you called me, I reckon. I think you called me.
Called you from Hong Kong?
Yeah, you called me from Hong Kong. You called me from Hong Kong and said, man, so you were like, man, I can't get a mask, you know. Man, I can't get a mask.
You know, seriously, right? It was like the weirdest thing ever. And I swear, like, it was just like I said, a few days before, because like this was just before Chinese New Year. A few days before, like I said, you see a couple of masks, and every now and again you see these masks, like people wear. If you're from the West, you're not used to seeing people walking around surgical masks and stuff like that. So one of the first things that you realise when you come to China is that, you know, even if there's not anything going on, people will be walking around with masks. And it's a thing in Asia that it's expected to protect the people around you if you're coughing and stuff by wearing a mask or whatever. But like I said, it was just these, you know, like you sort of like just start getting used to it, and you kind of blank it out and you don't really sort of pay much attention to it. And then it's only like that day, like I said, the like day before, I could see a few more masks than I'm used to seeing. But that didn't bother me so much. I'm still thinking, nah.
Yeah.
But it was only the day when I was meant to go on my way to Hong Kong. And when I went to that metro, and I just saw everyone had a mask on, right? And I was in that chair, and like usually they're looking at me anyway. And this time they're just like looking. When I come in, they just looked at me, and then I'm just thinking, why is everyone wearing these masks? What's going on?
Yeah.
And then it just like hit me. And it's like, shit, there's something going on. And that's when I called you from Hong Kong, as soon as I landed.
Yeah, and then I was running around Shanghai trying to find a mask. Every shop was out of masks. Couldn't find one. Ray said he was trying to buy up Hong Kong for the masks. He's walking around shops. And because I was going to Hong Kong the next day, I think it was like that, the next day, I couldn't find anything. I was like, okay, man, this can't be right. I'm a big, tough, strong guy. It'll change, didn't it? It changed quick, boy. I was like, I'm going to get on an airplane and there's going to be all these people with this virus. I was like, man, what's going to happen? But I found the W.H. Smiths in Shanghai airport. I don't know, man. I'm certain they just made it.
I don't know how they made it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how the hell you'll find the W.H. Smith China.
Brother, neither do I. I'm certain it was literally a magical W.H. Smith.
Yeah. You sure that were Doctor Who turned up in a TARDIS or something like that? I don't know. Like that's not normal.
Brother, I don't know. I have no idea. But that's how I got an actual mask, so I was on the plane. And then Hong Kong was dead because obviously this virus had kicked in. And then when I got back to Shanghai, it was like Day of the Dead, basically. I was there for about another week. Where's you off?
No, I'm listening to you.
Where are you going? You know when you do things with unprofessional people.
Live show. Wait.
You know when
this is so that everyone knows that it was live, yeah? I'm looking at my phone and I've got to go out later. And I was just like, you know what? Let me charge it now. I know Kenny's on the line. Yeah, he's gonna have to. Love you to bits, blood, but
going out during coronavirus era world. He's going out. Man's been changed. It's been ridiculous. So the coronavirus has killed everything for me. Basically, killed my love life. I have to say that. Before the coronavirus, I was actually doing okay. I was doing fine. Things were okay, man. He was just trying to show off here. You know, like what is right with this dude over here? Is this like he's been like these wealthy sort of like Western nations, yeah? Where like everything sort of like pays off. They just go into a country and they just take out the resources and walk away and shit like that. That's this dude over here. Right? Like, he ain't been living my life. You know what I mean? Like Guangzhou, for a brother that looks like me, Guangzhou, man. He's okay, man. He's fine. Look, all I'm saying is that everything's fine. Coronavirus came around, literally wiped out my life. I haven't been going to Shanghai, obviously, been stuck in my house. No one can even get into my apartment building because security has turned into the Gestapo. It's mad. They won't even let people. So literally, I'm here. I can't do. It's done. It's over. So I'm all right though. I'm cool with it. But Ray, what's happened with you? Ray, you can see.
I ain't saying shit.
Ray's drinking Cubita. things have changed for everyone. So literally,
I ain't saying shit. You know what, right? I don't want to say nothing. In case this gets out, and then they say, hold on a second. You're telling me that we was working up there, but we ain't got it working down there. Are we gonna find out where this dude lives? I want to make sure that happens. Like I say, like I'm locked down. Okay, look, I'm locked down. I'm locked down. I'm locked down. I can't get out of my apartment.
Man's lying.
This bottle of Cubita is like a figment of your imagination. I don't know where it came from. Right, the same like Doctor Who thing that like happened with this dude finding the W.H. Smiths out in flipping the outer regions of
Ray has been tearing it up during coronavirus China. It's mad. He's calling me. So I'm here. So I'm working from home. Of course I can go out and
I'm working from home as well.
Whatever you say. So there's not much to do during a certain period. Obviously things are starting to open up now in China. Things have started to improve in that way, in that respect. But so I'm just at home doing my work, going back and forth, maybe going for a walk and whatever, doing a little training. And then all I can hear Ray saying, I say, so what's up with you, Ray? Ray's like, man, you know what, man? You know what? I'm going out, man. I'm like, where you going? Where are you going to? He said, yeah, I'm going to have a drink, man. There's like these places open shisha. I'm like, what's happening? Man even went to Thailand. He jumped on a plane and went to Thailand during the coronavirus.
Bro, you had the opportunity. You had the opportunity to do the same thing.
Look,
you had the opportunity.
I'm a conscientious citizen, as they say. I'm the type of person who thinks about his fellow man.
Are you doing post-production on this? Because I want to show you something.
No post. There's no post.
No post.
There's no post. It's just the truth. There's no post-production. It's just the truth. Man ducked out, went to Thailand. How long were you gone for? What is it, 2 weeks? On your little Thai trip? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So he ducked out, went to Thailand for 2 weeks.
Oh, but hold on, wait, stop. Wait. No. Let's stop it there for a second. Let's give it its true sort of like
what
chronology, okay? Because remember, I came back from Hong Kong like a week before you. All right, I was here. So I was here for about 2 or 3 weeks during like the proper. Before when the proper like it was lashing hard and like everything was closed. Like I even did a little walk around video of my local area where like everyone was all masked up and shit like that. And it was like a trip. It was like, I was like going to myself, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, I did that for a few weeks and I was teaching online and everything like that. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this.
Look,
I'm bouncing out for a little bit.
It wasn't that.
And so this is where the story picks up.
No. I came back a few days after Raymond. He embellished that like a week. There wasn't a week. I came back on something like 28th or 29th. I was in Shanghai. Shanghai was like a ghost town. I said
you came back at least 5 days after me came.
2 to 3 days. So we came back. I was supposed to go to a conference. Conference got cancelled. Everything was just getting wiped out. And I was like, man, me and Ray are in this together. Ray's like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna bounce to Thailand. I was like, what? I was like, is this what? And it wasn't just Ray. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was bouncing outside of China. And you know what's happening now? Some of them are still trapped outside. Some of them are still trapped out now. They can't get back in.
Even the
locals fine.
So, right. So what I've got to say about that, all right? So I definitely was like, yeah, I need a few weeks away from this because it was nuts. And when I was in Thailand, the amount of Chinese people were in Thailand, right, just hunkering down, like not like hunkering down, you know. So the apartment that I rented, like next door to me was like a sort of like a Chinese couple. They were like, yep. They're like, yeah, we're from XYZ. I'm not going to say where they're from. We're from XYZ, and they were just hunkered down. Like they were like, yep. And I got there, they were there. I left, they were still there. And there was a whole bunch of other Chinese people that were there. So those who could make it, made it. They were out.
Good for what is it? The Chinese people who are living next door to Ray in Thailand.
International.
Look at this. Yeah, man. It wasn't just me, man. It was the rest of the people, man. We were all out there, man. We were all in it. Like goddamn Nam, baby. It was like,
you know what?
We were all
I
out
feel.
there, baby.
I feel.
What are you talking about?
I feel I have to sort of like throw in sort of like my sort of like supporting statements. Right, because I don't want to have it where it's just gonna be like, oh, Ray bounced out, Ray flew the nest for a little while. Yeah, Ray flew the nest. It wasn't just me, man. It was tough.
It was everyone. I was out there.
Everyone.
I was out there.
Some people never made it back.
At the beach. I was out there at the beach, man. It was hard out there. What are you talking about? You went to Thailand and you tried to say, it wasn't just me. There's lots of Chinese people. What's that got to do with you bouncing out? So you bounced out, yeah, and people are still trapped. So just be aware of that. People who left because they thought that it would get better and they thought, they could prolong it. They could leave it for a while and they could stay outside of the country. But what's actually occurred now, people are just trapped wherever they are. Obviously, they can't get planes anywhere. There's no planes going anywhere. So if they're not in their home country and they went to maybe Indonesia, they went to the Philippines, or they went somewhere else, see you later, baby. Hope you're getting paid. Hope your school's paying you. Because if your school ain't paying you, God, you're spending all of your money now on just actually renting
washing dishes.
Washing dishes, boy.
That's a polite way of saying you're going to be selling your batty or some other orifice on your body.
They're not washing dishes. What is it? They're probably in the sweatshop as we speak now, trying to make toys outside. No masks. They're making masks.
They're doing something. You know those dollies when you take the head off, it's got a spike coming up through the center.
They're making
some
masks.
shit, man. They're doing something.
They're making masks. You get them to get some. What is it? Get the mask making, boy. So yeah, so that's what happened. Ray has been living the life. He went off to Thailand. He came back. He was running. He was going out every night. By the sounds of it, felt like he was running around town. I was like, what is happening here? And so my love life had fallen apart. My world, I was just like a good citizen, like a good Chinese citizen. That's how we do it. We fight for our people. Man's just running around. Yeah, Ray, that's shown. That's visible in certain aspects. So yeah, that's what's happened. What else is happening with you, Ray? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else happening with you, Ray?
It depends what you want to know.
Ray turned into a lover boy. That's what I'm trying to say. The coronavirus has turned Ray romantic. This is what has happened to him. Is it? Is that part of it? Is that part of the actual strain? Does it turn people into a romantic person?
It must be. It must be. Yeah, it was like a love contagion. Okay, so what's happened is, so I came back from Thailand. I made a decision to. You need to stop that. I made a decision. Whoever I was seeing over in Thailand, it was, it wasn't going to work. And yeah, after that point, I kind of, I happened upon someone momentarily, just for a brief moment in time. How's that?
Well, that's good. I don't know what that meant. Well, honestly, that's fair enough. He happened upon someone momentarily. You have to read his memoirs, obviously, for the rest of for more information on that. The memoirs are going to have to, what is it? Suddenly he's going to publish his memoirs after the podcast. So yeah, good for you. So what happened to me is I decided that, you know what? It's best like this. I'm good. Anyone I was seeing, we're done. It's just me and coronavirus.
Why is it? Oh, wait, okay. So why is it that anyone that you were seeing is done? Aren't they living in, what's the name of the city that you live in?
Whatever, man. You know what? The coronavirus. One second.
What's the name of the city? What's the name of the city that you live in again?
Suzhou.
Oh, right. So are you seeing any? Were you seeing anyone in Suzhou?
No, I was seeing someone in Shanghai. And
Why weren't you seeing anyone in Suzhou?
Because I like Shanghai. I'm just keeping it real, man.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So you like Shanghai. So what's the difference between Suzhou and Shanghai in terms of like people?
Well, just Shanghai is an international city. There's lots of people running around. It's just, so we have second-tier cities and first-tier cities. I would say Shanghai is a first-tier city, along with Beijing, maybe, in China. The other cities they're emerging. So they're building new shiny buildings. Everything's like big, like everything's new. So where I live is very new. You can see it. The roads are big. There's all of these new apartments. So they're building. And they still say it's still a big city. It's still got about 10 million people in it. So it's still, there's not like, oh, there's only a few people. But it's not as cosmopolitan as Shanghai. And just literally, the coronavirus was just a good excuse to actually get rid of people.
I love your segues.
So if anybody, so literally,
I love the way you segue, like, obviously, like, so I think we're going to need to interpret this for those that are uninitiated, right? So what's actually happening, what Ken's trying to say, is he lives in Suzhou, right? But Suzhou doesn't have a certain thing in particular that he's looking for, right? Bearing in mind that we're in a very, very big country, China, and China's vast. And so what I've asked him, because Suzhou is not a tiny city, in comparison to a lot of cities around the world, it's not small at all. So Kenny, tell me, like, since you've been locked down, have you been able to travel around Suzhou at all if you needed to go from place to place in Suzhou?
Fine, whatever, man. I don't care. Yeah, I can go anywhere I want. So what?
So,
who cares?
So what's the problem with being in Suzhou as opposed to sort of like having to go all the way to Shanghai to advance your love life?
Look, Shanghai is 30 minutes away. Let's not, what is it?
That's not what I asked.
You get to Shanghai in an hour and a half, like door to door. I can be here and I can be in Shanghai. And let's keep it real. All I'm saying is that literally it was a good way. And what was it that somebody said? It was a good way to bury bad news. I think this time period was a good way to bury bad news.
It's a good time. That was the press secretary, I think it was for New Labour, back in 2001. It's a good day to bury very bad news.
So I think that just literally, it was just a good time to end relationships. Perfect. It was the perfect period to use an excuse to end any relationship that you wanted to end. That's the way it goes. Don't blame me. I'm a bad person. Bad person, man. That's just the way of the world, man. Anyway, let's move it on. Moving on from our love life, Ray's like cryptic love life story. Me, I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real.
Mate, I would love to keep it more real than I've given it, but there's just nothing to my love life. I'm down in Guangzhou. I'm down in Guangzhou. Guangzhou is like, it's not a place for me. That's all I'm going to say. Like, they don't really check.
Well, man, Guangzhou's got the most black people in China. I think, look at Ray. Ray's like, yeah, it's not for me, man. It ain't for me. Guangzou has the largest population of black people.
It does. And the actual nickname for Guangzhou at the moment is known, they call it Little Africa. But the problem is that the locals themselves as well, they really do have an issue with people of color. So that, you know, as much as we can say, there are black people in Guangzhou, it's the city with the most black people in China. But the treatment is completely like shit. This is like England in the flipping 70s.
You know what you need to do, Ray? You need to like start a revolution down there, boy. Get the boys together. Start a revolution, man. You know, start taking the women as well. But yeah,
if there's women to be got.
Well, what do you mean if there's women? Don't be silly. It's still a city. Like so you'd have to. What is it? Yeah, man. It's just There's nothing down there. He's out every single night. He's out every single night. Or what does that say? What does that say? It doesn't make any sense. It's conflicting evidence, man. Anyway, I don't care what you say, Ray. I don't care.
Well, look, listen. I've got to go out. I've got to enjoy my time. I've got to have a few experiences and stuff like that. But there's this scant sort of like opportunity down there. How's that?
If you say so. Anyway, plans for the future. Plans for the future. Plans for the future.
I'm looking at the timer.
Yeah, all right. And he's got to go out as well. Plans for the future.
Me?
Yeah.
Right. So my plan for the future is I'm renewing my my current contract in the apartment that I've got. One of the reasons I'm doing that is because after our COVID-19 thing, a lot of international teachers or a lot of international have got up and left, and obviously they've left a lot of landlords or whatever it is in the lurch, but literally just got up and disappeared back to their own sort of like countries. Me and Kenny are sort of like some of the ones that tried to sort of like stick it out a little bit more than just sort of like running away back home. And saying that, I tried to get an apartment a few days ago or whatever, and no one's willing to rent to foreigners. To a certain degree, I could understand their reticence to rent to foreigners and stuff like that, especially with like so many foreigners that were here literally packing bags like last minute bouncing, and a lot of landlords were probably waiting on that rent, like, you know, you projected income coming in, and then you don't see that income at all. So a lot of stuff has gone on. Like a lot of people aren't renting foreigners, and what that means is I'm where I am. The part of Guangzhou that I'm in is on the outskirts, and it's not that great. My plans for the future.
He's fine.
Yeah,
he's okay. He's going out every night.
Well, look, listen.
Sad stories like this. Yeah, man, down sad stories. Going out every night. Going out every night, getting drunk, drinking kubita. That's all I can say. Kubita.
Having doing a podcast, drinking. You're drinking water. That's your choice.
Damn right, baby. I'm getting myself ready. I'm getting ready for coronavirus.
I've come back from the gym. I'm good. I've come back from the gym. So my plans for the future are that as well as working this apartment and whatever for the next 12 months, I'm going to be over here in China working at my international school for another further 12 months, after which point I'm going to start branching out. I don't know where I'm going to be. So far, my experience of being in China in terms of like communicating and everything is like
amazing.
Great.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying.
I'm going to start my Chinese lessons in a few days as well.
Ooh.
So we'll see.
Zhongwen. What a wushu Zhongwen. Go.
I've got my plans. Everything needs to be finalised a little bit more. I don't know what of the world I'm going to be in. Ideally, I'd love it to be South America.
You ain't going there.
That's like everyone's ideal. We want to go, bro. I want to go to South America.
We'll go to South America, innit? Every black man who saw, what is it? Every black man who saw any of the Brazilian football said, yeah, man, you should go to South America. You saw those girls in the stadium.
So failing that, I'm staying in Southeast Asia.
You're staying in Asia. All right, he's staying in Asia. My plans for the future are they're trying to send me back to work on the 13th. And here's the thing. Here's the problem. I like being at home. This is the thing. I'm actually enjoying it now. It's like I was like, oh man, being at home. No, it's great. You know what's great about working from home? I've got a bed. Anytime, dude, I think got a bed in my office. That's all I'm asking them now, man. Like I'm trying to make any excuse. I'm trying to, you know what? Is there? Are we gonna have to have masks on every half day? Are we gonna have to work through? Have they got a bed in my office? That's the thing. That's the one thing I need to start asking them. It's nuts. It's nuts. They don't have beds in offices, do they, Ray?
They have in mine. They have in mine. In my school, we've got beds, but it's not for us.
No, for the children. Well, they need to start importing. They need to start putting those up in my office. This is ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, they were like this. I had this discussion. They were like, yeah. On the 13th, we're going back. I was like, are you certain? You know when there's that dissenting voice. I was like, are you certain about that? Are you certain that we really all need to be back? Are you certain? I thought it was the 20th, man. I thought it was the 20th.
I've had one of those conversations. So my first one of those conversations happened a few weeks ago. So I was telling you that my school was trying to get everyone back by, oh God, what was the date? The 16th of March. And so everyone sort of like started filtering their way back in. Like, okay, all right, we're here. And I was going, oh, there's no way we're going to be at work by the 16th of March. I remember there's a photographer, because I do photography. There's another guy that I do photography with, and we were speaking. And the minute I said that to me, I'm meant to be back at work on the 16th, he goes, that can't be right. That was his first word, that can't be right. So it got adjusted to, I think it was the 3rd of April or something like that. And I remember saying that to him, and he was like, nah, that can't be right. And I think what it is, because he's a university student as well, and so far, they've just been told, you ain't going back in.
Because I work in a university, and the term's done. It's over. It's finished, baby. It's finished. They want me going back to September, because people, lots of my university, the students come from abroad anyway. So I think it's about a lot of the faculty come from abroad, and they're stuck wherever they are anyway. They're not coming back into China. China's not accepted any people back in anymore. It's just us.
Yeah.
Just us, Ray. We don't know. We may never even get back to the UK. Who knows if we get on a plane. Let's just think about that. Think about that. You don't even know if you're getting back to the UK, if you're getting a plane again. So everybody, enjoy this. This is how you're going to actually communicate with you from now on.
Listen, this is what I'm trying to say, right?
This is us.
If this is us, you just got to tear shit up. Like.
Tear it up. Well, not me, not you.
You got to tear it up.
No.
You got to go for it.
What do you mean tear it up? I don't understand. What do you mean tear it up? Tear what?
I'll circle back to that one.
You just got to tear it up.
As you're going to say. The thing is, before you actually jumped on it, you were actually agreeing with it. So
yeah, well, but still, now I'm calling you. What do you mean?
Back to the student thing. Anyway, for now, back to the student thing. So nobody cares about the student thing. That's boring. Nobody cares. Yeah, back to the students who want to come back to the university and they say that's like, nobody cares. We care about who are you trying to tear it up with? Where are you going to tear it up? What's this tearing it up? How are you going to start tearing it up? Bro, that's all I'm interested in. Students. Yeah. Tear it up, man. So we've got 4 minutes. We've got about 4 minutes left, right? So, so when it comes down to it, right, if I can't get out of here,
tear it up, man.
Right, then you got to sort of like enjoy that life, man. You got to sort of like say, all right, well, screw it, man. This is where I live. This is my place. This is my life.
Damn right.
I got to go for it.
I'd like buy a chariot or something. Buy a chariot, go through the streets of Guangzhou. You know, I am your lord. Just put it on the chariot.
Move out of my way, peasant. Out of the way.
Oh, you peasant girl, come here. You look pretty. Come here, peasant girl. No, not you.
You look wonderful. I want you. Yeah, mate.
So Ray's going to tear it up. I'm just going to be like a citizen of the world, just chilling out, relaxing, being conscientious, staying my house. I don't want to go back to work. I'm done with work.
When you post this, right, make sure you ask them online which one is telling the truth.
I'm done with work.
Everyone wants to be done with it at the moment.
Give me a bed in my workplace and I'll come back. Don't try to force me back, man. Damn it. I'm loving it. Like a bed in the afternoon. Anytime you feel tired. You tell me feel tired. I just do some work. And then, I'm just like, oh, you know what, man? You feeling tired? And then the other guy says, yeah, I'm feeling tired. You feeling tired? You feeling how I'm feeling? Yeah, we're both feeling the same. Let's just go and lie down for an hour and a half, 2 hours. It doesn't matter. Nobody can stop you. Who wants to not do that?
I think we've got to find a way to sort of like monetize like the way people are working now, because that's going to be the way forward. People are going to be working from home online, unless they got important jobs to do.
I don't have an important job. My job's not important. They're trying to make it important. Man, it's not important, man. I can do that from my bed. Come on, people. Come on. Let's make this happen. We can make this world a better place by working from our bedrooms, man. I'm telling you.
So,
what?
So, what are your plans for the summer holidays?
Plan for the summer in China. Where am I going, man? What are you doing? What's my plans for the holidays? I'm in China. I'm going to tear it out with you on your chariot. We're just going to go around China on our chariot, man. We're just going to go in China and we're just going to tear it up. That's me and you, Ray. The chariot boys.
Because, like, blood, we are not leaving here for now, you know. Unless we get deported, we're not leaving here.
No. So, well, if we get a chariot, we may get deported. But let's just go on Taobao. Taobao's where it's like the Chinese Amazon. Everyone buys everything on Taobao. I just buy gym equipment now on Taobao. Gym equipment and supplements, and I just wear it in my house. So, yeah. So, literally, get a chariot, go around China, and that's what we're doing for our summer. We ain't coming back. We're not going anywhere. Thailand's done. Your little Thai adventures finished, mate. Over. Your little Thai ice cream adventures finished. It's China or bust, mate. China or bust.
Is that going to be our strap line? Is that going to be our strap line on sort of like Facebook and sort of like WhatsApp? China or bust, baby.
China or bust, maybe. I don't know. Is that a good one? No, man. I like Chariot Boys. I prefer the Chariot Boys. That's what I'm liking. I like that's the one that I want. I want the Chariot Boys. They go anywhere, they do what they like. They pick up some peasant girls. Chariot Boys in the house. Yes, people. That's what I'm saying.
Chase out of the village with pitchforks.
Pitchforks. Well, we're on a chariot. They can't get us. They can't get people on a chariot. We're the chariot, man. What are you talking about? They can't get us. We're good. We are all good. Don't worry about it. So that's what we're doing for the summer. To everybody in England and anyone else, thanks. It's been great. You good, Ray?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I've had a blast, Ken. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Chariot Boys are out. So we'll probably be back maybe with someone else. And as we're out,
can't really hear it. I
can't hear it.
The aim is to succeed and achieve at 21, just like Ringling Brothers, out blazing a sound. Captivate the mass cause the pros are profound. We would hold the strong, we do it.
You can always say anybody who's old is that's what we're the new old, right?
Your legend or your bed, the rave of the town to your foes and your friends. So push your own trails, we blaze.
All right, everybody, thank you very much.
Don't deserve the praise.
Thanks, guys.
Chariot Boys are out. Right? Peace.
Thank you, man. Take care, bye.
What do you know? I went on Taobao and there are no chariots. But I'll keep looking. Don't worry about it. The Chariot Boys are going to roll in China. You can count on that. Have a good one, everyone. See you in the next podcast. Bye.